You see, I saw this video of a Nigerian senator who was angrily confronting the Senate president for how he has been running the Senate and how he has been treating other senators. Hell. Now let's watch it together.
Are we your slaves? The way you are elected was the way you were elected. Are we your slaves? How you can suspend me here? Are we your slaves? Every time you keep on picking leadership for us. We are not your slaves. Whether you like it or not, the way you are elected was the way we are elected. We are not your slaves.
Yeah, maybe one.
And looking at how, the different arms of government is being run in the country, especially at the moment, something occurred to me, which I want to share with you guys in this video.
Continue.
Now, first things first. According to the electoral laws of this country called Nigeria, one individual cannot contest for two political positions at the same time. It is either you are here or you are there.
Okay.
So in simple terms, double nomination is supposed to be a crime against the law.
You get it?
Now, the present Nigerian Senate president bought the APC presidential nomination form in 2023 and therefore contested APC presidential primaries.
You don't know.
And when the thing did not go according to plans, he came back and started dragging the APC senatorial ticket with the person that actually won the election.
Hell.
Then along the line, the Supreme Court of Nigeria now gave a judgment declaring him as the winner of a senatorial primary that he never contested.
Photo.
And today, a man who was a product of that controversy is now the Senate President of Nigeria, therefore the leader of the legislative arm of government.
Jay.
Now that controversial judgment that made him winner of election he did not contest was delivered by a panel of judges comprising one particular female justice. This particular female justice was also part of the panel of judges that delivered the controversial judgment of 2019, which sacked the Imo State Governor Emeka Ihedion. That judgment that miraculously and magically transformed fourth position into first position. And up to today, so many Nigerians do not understand the legal basis and the technicalities that were involved in that judgment.
God will see you.
And now, that particular chief justice is now the Chief Justice of Nigeria. And therefore, she is the leader of the judicial arm of government.
You don't know why it's
And I don't need to tell you anything about the leader of the executive arm. All of us know.
Hell.
His reputation precedes him. He is who he is.
May God not
So looking at the people that are heading the three arms of government and the process by which they were produced, it is not surprising to now understand why the country is looking like
a town hall different from blue.
Because our people used to say that adeshina ushi ahu manotonse. From the smell of the mess, you can actually estimate the test of the physics. Get the country we are.
Okay, my people, the video you just finished watch now. What do you learn from it? Do you hear the voice, the energy that our so-called brothers who just realizing that they are slaves in the hands of the zoo? You see how the man is making mockery of his own self. Somebody may say, I said this video does not concern us. My brother, it concerns us. It concerns me and you, who are still harboring or having such mindset of going back to Egypt, of being like a dog who is going back to his or her vomit. This video is concerns everybody that is called a Biafran. He just realized that they are being treated like slaves. After how many years? Even the Akpabio that he is shouting on is also another slave who don't even know his left from his right. Because last, everybody must collect. They go serve them breakfast when the time is right. Because many of them have been served breakfast. Still yet, the future ones don't want to learn. Can I count them? They are uncountable. Let me start from Joe Ibokwe. Joe Ibokwe have been served breakfast. Let me start from Rosa Sokorota. Is anybody hearing about him again? My people, my people. They are sorry they don't serve him breakfast. What about Ikedo Hakim? They have served them breakfast. Ike Kuremado, his own breakfast is in UK jail. Still yet, some other parliamentarians that are from the southeast who are in that zoo cabinet never learned their lesson. Look at the impunity. That old man, that old fool, who's supposed to be the one at the helm of the championing the Biafra movement. They are busy saying, you are treating us like slave. Are we your slave? My brother, you are a very big slave. In fact, you are making a fool of yourself and a fool of your entire family in that green chamber, the red chamber, and the white chamber. This one is just an eye-opener. They have already told us indirectly, directly, forth, left, right, and center, front, and back, that you people are not needed. You can go back to your own country. Buhari made it clear to all of us. He said, before you can ask for Biafra, go back to your country and arrange yourself. They keep on giving them this body language every blessed day on that National Assembly. Any of their bills can never scale second reading. They will discard it. But the Northerners' own will go first, second, and third reading, and the final reading, and they will pass it. Still yet, they don't know that they have already given them sign. Please, you people can go. You are not needed, and you don't belong here. Imagine the whole of the Southeast of over 60-something million people are excluded in 2025 budget, and they are waiting for appropriation budget at the middle of the, maybe at the end of this year, appropriation budget of maybe 1 trillion something just to buy cars is what they're going to then put Southeast. Under probability, there is no guarantee. What does that tell you? My brothers and sisters, please, we don't need you in this National Assembly. Can you go back to your Biafra country and continue from where Ujuku and the rest that stopped? See yet, they are not reading the handwriting on the wall. That is how daft our people are. That is how daft the so-called parliamentarians, whether House of Rep members or they are Senate chambers, red, blue, white, black, or whatever they call these chambers, all of them, as long as you are from the southeast and the south, your brains are not intact. In fact, they are using their brain to drink coconut. If Akpabio should side with Tunumbu, a southwesterner, to declare a state of emergency in Port Harcourt, it speaks volume to the level that they are using these people. Akpabio will be used and dumped. Akpabio will be used. Yes, what he have is 8 years to stand as the Senate president. Nothing more and nothing less. And they will discard him. He will not even find himself in that Senate chamber again. What about the one who is keep on telling us about 2031 Igbo presidency, which is Ojus Okalo? Ojus Okalo have been used. It's Ojus Okalo that's supposed to be the Senate president. When he want to come out to run for presidency, that's 2023. They told him, no, allow Tinubu to run. Instead, we will give you the Senate president. They used him and dumped him. What about Okorosa? They told him that, oh, the Southeast is going to produce the next candidate from APC. He called a meeting and said, let us unite together. He called all the whole APC in the Southeast. After going for that meeting, the next 24 hours, EFCC broke his iron gate and bulletproof house and go inside and kidnap him because of 2.1 billion naira. All those signs have been telling them, please, you are not needed in this country. Can you go back to your country? Our people said no. Look at the man shouting on top of his voice. Are we your slave? Are we your slave? Other northerners there or southwesterners, we're looking at him and say, look at this man. In their heart, you don't know you are our slave. You don't know you are our slave. Keep on disgracing yourself. Because that's exactly what the man is doing there. He is disgracing his entire generation families, both born and unborn. He disgraced them all. You want until they write it on blackboard and tell you, you are our slave. Before then, you will understand. Nigeria will keep on happening to them, not until they do U-turn and come back home and continue from where Ojukwu, Philip Effiong, Masob leader, Nnamdi Kanu, where all of these people stopped. Despite the fact that they are not dead, they are still on the course. Just that one thing or the other have led to their absence. But these people supposed to be the one who is championing themselves for their release, but rather they are in there to make laws that is going to turn against anybody who is rising up in the southeast to demand for the Biafra freedom. He is busy shouting he is not a slave, making mockery of his own self and family. It is sorrow, it is painful, and it is a heartbreaking issue. I watched that video countless times, because if you watch that video with just an ordinary eye, you may not understand the meaning. If not hearing from me how I digest this thing, you may say that that is zoo video. It is not a zoo video, my brother. That is a typical sign that the Southeasterners, both their politicians and non-politicians, have already been excluded from Nigeria in all ramifications. Go back home and settle yourself. Now, Ijo people are calling us to come and join them in the fight because Wike and Turumbu are fighting them. But all this while, they have told us that they are not Biafrans, they are not Igbos. And we're only forcing them because of the oil in their area. These people, these Kaliwat and urchins who make this comment, have never, not any of them, not any of the indigenous, have even if not half oil well. Sultan of Sokoto, Chetima, Turumbu, and all his cronies, all of them have more than 30 oil wells in the Niger Delta, or rather in Ijo area. But when an Igbo man demands for them to be included in the Biafra map, they will tell you because they have oil. Forgetting that all the whole 5 eastern states, all the whole 5 southeastern states are all blessed. But come to think of it itself, are we depending on oil? How many of our people will come out now? All the whole billionaires in the Igbo land. How many of them will come out now and said, I have oil well? Maybe if there is, it is not up to 10. If there is, it is not up to 10 that have oil wells. And they will not have more than 1. But people who don't have oil have more than 20, 25, 30. 1 person. And you tell me you are not a slave. My brother, you are a big slave. In fact, your name is supposed to be slave trade. Che, my people. Nigeria will keep on happening to them, not until they do the needful. And that's why I bring this news, for you to see one way that have Nigeria happened. And to tell you that the Senate have already told them, please, go back to your home and arrange your home and live in your country. My wonderful people, I don't have much time to waste, but just a few messages that I'm bringing to you people. Make sure you circulate this video. You get why. Like, share, comment, keep subscribing for more interesting videos. I, Okulora, is here to serve you. I thank you all. Oh yeah? Who they there? Let's go there. Regardez.